The only thing worse than backpedaling and pussy popping is when it's a man backpedaling and pussy popping. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. It's time for another episode of Backpedaling and Pussy Popping. This time we're doing it the Kanye West way. Ridiculous. Now, you all know I don't play the politics game that much and all that. I don't even get into all that. So I had no problem with Kanye and all of his antics, because I don't even pay him any attention because, I like his music for the most part. I like what he does. It's cool for him, what he does. Even his antics and all of this, I don't get into it because he ain't got good fucking sense. So I don't really put too much on what he does. So I didn't have a problem about him running to see Dawn Dawn. He ran to see Donald and all of that, and everybody got so upset. And what was it really all about? But now we actually see, it seems to me like now the story is really unfolding. You ran to meet Donald. You went through all of these different changes about how you didn't vote, which was just ridiculous. It was completely offensive to not just the African American community. It was offensive to Americans everywhere. The fact everybody needs to vote. I don't give a goddamn what color you are, black, white, red, yellow. If you're able to vote, you need to vote. You need to take your ass, go in there and push the buttons. Push the button for somebody. I don't have a problem with who you push for. Vote for whoever you want to. But to even sit around and say that you didn't vote, but if you had a vote, you'd have voted for Donald. First of all, I fault Donald because at that point, Donald shouldn't have wanted to sit with you. The fuck is he giving? Because you're irresponsible. Why does the president of the United States want to talk to a person that didn't even think enough of the United States to vote? Why do you want to meet with that person? So I fault Donald for that. So I didn't care about all that. It was whatever it was. I wasn't reporting on it. I was like, whatever, Kanye. Whatever. But now, you done came out now. You done erased all your tweets that had anything to do with Dawn Dawn. You are in a whole little thing. You're mad and you're upset. And you're not supporting Donald Trump anymore because you don't like the way he's doing things, i.e. the Muslim ban and all of this kind of thing. So in 3 weeks' time, you've become so displeased with the man that you felt was the best candidate to run the country. Yet you didn't think enough of him to even vote for him, but you thought he was the best candidate 3 weeks ago. Now you're thinking something different. So are we to believe, what were you? You were on your period before? Or what was it? Or is it just a classic case of backpedaling and pussy popping? I believe that's what it is. I don't believe it really is all that thick and deep about politics. I think it's backpedaling and pussy popping. I think your feelings got hurt. And now you're backpedaling and pussy popping. You just sat your ass up there. And I think it all started when it came time for the inauguration, you weren't invited. You weren't invited. And it was a joke because there was a whole issue about African American guests. And you weren't even in the runnings for an invite. When your name was brought up, the man that you were so behind said, no, we don't want any of that. He's not a traditional American act. We don't want any of that. The fuck is a traditional American act? What is that? Some more alternative facts, possibly? Child, get on. But I don't understand that statement. But it's fine. But the balance of it, he didn't want you. You weren't invited. You weren't even in the running. And I think you took offense to it. Because I think after you went, you stepped away from the people and said, to hell with what the people think. You took a stand and you went and you knew you were going to get backlash and you sat up underneath the backlash and you went and you sat and you thought you and Donald Trump were friends and he showed you, you're not my goddamn friend, you damn freak. And I think your feelings were hurt. I really do. I think your feelings were hurt. And so at that point, you began to backpedal and pussy pop. But we don't want to hear it. We don't care. We don't care. We don't want to hear it. Not at all. Next time, make better decisions. Next time, pick your friends wisely. And then I'm going to need you to go and get your wife and tell her to sit down. Now she running around campaigning because she wants you to perform for the Super Bowl. Now who wants that? For you to perform for the Super Bowl next year, what American people want that? Everybody knows, nobody putting you on no stage in front of all them people. You're not even trying, you ain't trustworthy, Kenyatta. We don't know what it is that you're going to do or what you're going to say or how things are going to go. Child, we ain't playing around with you. And keep on pedaling your bike backwards, okay? Nobody's interested in the shit. This is ridiculous. And it's a shame, but that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. Pick your friends more wisely. Stop backpedaling and pussy popping, child. Just go somewhere, sit down, and be quiet until your feelings ain't hurt no more. Come on out and do something else. I'm sure you'll think of something else crazy to do. But this whole thing, child, leave Don alone. He just showed you who he was. Honey, you already knew who he was. He said all these things. He said all the things he was going to do, and you were behind it. You were hallelujah in the whole time, which meant you were in agreement. And then when you didn't get your way, then you're not in agreement anymore. Backpedaling and pussy popping, coming from a man, it just is ridiculous. Sit your ass down, Kenyatta. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.